Aloha, welcome to Little C's Creations. This is Jen, and I am your creator for today. I am going to share with you how I created the liquid filled shaker that I posted on my card the other day. I had so many great comments that people wanted me to share with them how I created it, and I didn't think I was going to do a video because I found other videos online on YouTube, and that's how I figured out how to create it. But then I figured people want to know and learn from people they know personally, right? We know each other here on Queen and Company. Anyways, I'm going to be using two different sizes of shakers so I can display or demonstrate for you how I created with these two different sizes. The second set of dies that I will be using is from the fishbowl shaker kit, and the first one is the margarita top of the glass from the bottoms up kit, both found and can be purchased from Queen and Company. Now with this top margarita piece, I am going to use masking tape to allow both pieces to stick together. So this is a 1/4 masking tape, basically just one-sided tape that I got from Amazon. No, I didn't. Actually, somebody gave it to me. But everything else I buy is from Amazon. So anyway, so I stick this tape on here, and I'm going to also stick the other tape to the other side. And you don't really have to be glamorous about it because nobody's going to see this side of your die cut. And I'm sticking it on so that, they can be one piece. And then I'm going to take this plastic pouch. Well, I got to show you how it looks nice first. And then I'm going to take the plastic pouch. And the plastic pouch is the size of a baseball card sleeve. So where did I get it from? I don't know. You can check Amazon. I got it a long time ago back at these stores in Hawaii that had that sold plastic pouches. So anyways, I'm going to cut off a little bit of the top because I don't need that whole piece. And sorry, but I think my scissors is not sharp. So it's kind of messing me up, and it kind of gives me problems. And I've been editing this video for a while. Some of them with the, see how it cuts? It cut all the way, duh. So anyways, now I'm using double stick tape. And double stick tape is going to, I should have used double stick tape the first time. Now, I don't know why. I could skip the step of using the masking tape and just use the double stick tape. But then I guess I was feeling like I wanted to be more creative. Okay, so now I'm looking for the top part of the pouch. I'm going to adhere the piece to the back of this die cut. First remove the backing of the double stick tape. Now I'm going to just fold up the pouch piece to stick to the double stick tape as close as possible. And when I first did this, and when I was doing the video, you can't really get into those creases, but it must have been bothering me because when I finished the video, I finished my cards, and I was just not satisfied with the way it turned out. And it looked okay, but I didn't like having the plastic piece not flushed up against the die cut. But I'll explain, and I even did a second video of it after this video. But here I am. I'm just trying to get the plastic as close as possible to wrap around the die cut. Now you're going to wrap around just the bottom part of the die cut, and then I'm using Scotch tape, clear Scotch tape, 3M Scotch tape. I'm going to take it and I was like, okay, I need to remove this double stick tape from the top part. Now you're going to stick everything. You don't want any of the backing to go above the top of your die cut, because that's where, of course, everybody can see already, so you want to keep it below. As I was saying, you can see all the edges is like kind of messed up. So at the end, well, I went to sleep and then I guess I dreamt about it, and then I realized something. I was like, hey, let me try this. But yeah, I'll share that with you at the end of this video. So I'm trying to just tuck in all the edges of the sides and the bottom of this plastic pouch, which is going to hold the liquid and hold your shaker part. And see, I'm trying to, I'm bothered about this because I'm like, how am I going to get it? Did I pick the right die cut to share with you guys? I should have just used the square. I think that would have been easier. But I wanted to show you guys the curves because I thought it would be a challenge and a great challenge for you guys to try if you wanted to try yourself. Okay, so I've got this pouch on now, and you can see there's the opening, and that's where I'm going to fill the goodies. I went to go grab my toppings, and I'm using the lime from the kit. And I'm going to grab about 6 of these pieces, 6 of the limes, and I'm using this cute, adorable golden spoon, which I got from Amazon. I told you I get everything from Amazon. So yeah, I'm using this adorable spoon. I think it grabbed like 4 limes, and I'm just going to drop it in there. But you're going to want to later fix them up while I move them around just so that they are flat and not on top of each other. And then I decide I want 2 more just to add and make it look interesting. And then I'm having some difficulties. I'm having some difficulties here trying to grab the dang lime. Come on. I would have used my hand, but I was trying to display my golden spoon, you know. So, okay, there, I got that in. And I'm going to add some green glitter. Of course, I was looking at 2 different colored greens, and I was like, okay, I think I want to use the one that's a little bit lighter instead of the darker one. The lighter one was deeper in the box, so I had to grab that out. So this is the lighter glitter that I'm using. I'm going to take my spoon again, use the same spoon, and scoop out some glitter. And I think I take 2 scoops, but yeah. I was like, oh look, you shouldn't try. You want to get the glitter past your die cut. You don't want to drop it behind the die cut. Actually, no, it's not going to drop behind the die cut, but you don't want it too over. Anyways, it kind of spread the topping and the glitter out a little bit. And you have to be patient and gentle because you don't want to tear the pouch. Okay, this is where I fill with the liquid. This is aloe gel. It's After Sun Care Hawaiian Tropics. You get them from Walmart or Target, anywhere where they sell the sunburn cooling gel. And I believe I got that while I was living in Hawaii. So I'm going to just fill it. I don't know what amount that is, a dollop or less, but you don't want to overfill it because obviously you don't want it to go over what your die cut is going to do. But now I'm going to seal the top. So basically I'm just going to fold it right over. I'm going to take these pieces of plastic and tape them down. I'm really just looking at my project because I don't want to mess up on the video. But you're going to fold all your pieces, get them in there just like you're folding a present or something. And then you're going to tape it down with the magic tape, scotch tape. And that alone will hold your gel in. That's basically how I keep the gel within the pouch itself. So this is how it looks like with the gel already in it, the glitter, and the shaker topping. And what I'm doing is I'm just spreading it around gently, pushing it off of the edges because I'm going to add on that other die cut that I made. And I want to mix the glitter within my shaker as well. So I'm just kind of pushing really gently, pushing them on in the middle, and then I'm going to get that other piece that I die cut on design paper, and I'm going to glue it down. I'm checking out the back because I want to make sure that the liquid is not going, seeping out from the other side, and it's not, but I'm going to use additional tape just to seal that back really good. Okay? And like I said, these edges are bothering me because I'm like, why is it too funky? So I'm going to take my outer die cut and then just gonna apply glue, and I'm gonna stick it right on there, and then you just complete your card as needed. So I'll show you how my finished card ends up looking using this marker. So I'm going to take my glue, add it to the back of this outline die cut, and then just adhere it right on top, and you'll see why I pushed everything into the middle. That way it's not on the edges of my die cut, and it's completely in the middle part of the shaker. Craft Bond glue from Walmart. And that is pretty much it for this small shaker. But again, you can see the little plastic edging sticking out. And again, I will share with you at the end of this video what I did to actually fix it. Now moving on to the next die cut, it is the fishbowl from the fishbowl shaker kit. And I cut the fishbowl out of design sheet paper, white cardstock, and then blue cardstock. Okay, so this part of the video I'm going to speed up because you kind of got the gist of how I created the pouch. I just want to show you that I'm using a bigger size die cut, and because I cut the backing of this fishbowl out of design sheet paper, I wanted to have a thicker backing, so I'm also gonna adhere the design sheet to this white cardstock, and it's just recycled white cardstock that I printed on there, and the printing didn't come out nice, so I'm recycling my white cardstock. So I'm just gonna stick this design sheet paper right over the white piece of cardstock, and the pouch that I'm using is a little bit bigger. I believe is a 5. It's an envelope pouch for a 5x7 card, I would say. And again, I'm cutting off the top portion as much as I need it. I'm testing out the seams of the plastic just to make sure that it's good seams and that my liquid will not seep through. Now I'm adding on the double stick tape to all the areas that I will need to stick down the pouch. And then I'm just going to go right around, and just like I did with the other one, and get these sides up and close as possible. And it's kind of like when you're wrapping a gift and you go and you just make the little pleats, right? You go around and just pull them in. So you pull them in, stick them to that double stick tape, get it on there, and then you take your your Scotch tape, and then you tape down the pieces that are kind of sticking up. So, and I'm getting that plastic in as close as possible. And then again, I leave the top part of the pouch open, and that's where I'm going to fill the pouch with my goodies. So I'm taking blue fine glitter, and I'm going to add a little scoopful of that into my pouch. And then I'm also going to take some chunky glitter and add that into the pouch. And I'm going to take some Queen & Company bubbles, the bubble topping. I think it's called bubble topping. Is it bubble or bubbles? I'm not sure. Oh, balls. I'm not sure. But you'll see what I'm talking about as I add them. There it is. Going to add some of those. This is the clear one. Just going to add a bunch into the fishbowl. I don't know how much. I just add a whole bunch that I figured would be good enough for the shaker. Now I went to go and grab some chunky toppings that I thought would be cute to put into my shaker. And I also grabbed some Fimo toppings that looks like flowers. So I'm going to get these pieces in there. And I actually use these thicker shakers. You can use it for your dry filled shakers, but I also use it for my resin shakers. So the only thing here is that I forgot to, because some of the flowers flipped over and I realized that they don't have the same design on the other side, and I should have checked that out first. So now I'm filling the shaker with the aloe gel, and I got some on the top part of the pouch, so I just easily, removed it with my fingers. And now I'm going to move these guys around. I want the gel to get connected with everything in there. I want it, all of my toppings to be within the gel. I think I'm going to add a little bit more gel because I think I feel like there's not enough. Yep, there I go. I'm going to add in a little bit more of the aloe gel, and then I'll be happy because then I'll be able to move around a little bit. Now, the reason why I go with gel is because it has a higher viscosity, which means that, lower viscosity, which means that it doesn't move around so much. Because if you use water, then it would be highly impossible to try and get this sealed with water, right? And if you use anything else, oil and whatnot, same thing. So what I've learned was you could either use aloe gel, hair gel, you can use hand sanitizer gel. You get my drift, it's all gels. But other people have shown on YouTube using mineral oil. What's the other one? Mineral oil, and I think there was one more. But then I chose to use the aloe gel because that's what I had in my closet. And even though it's blue, when you put them in the pouch, you can't even see that it's blue. So you see me moving around these pieces. I'm trying to get them into the center. I'm trying to get them all mixed together. I'm putting it in the center again because later or after I seal it, I will be adding the edge, which I cut out with cardstock. So I'm gonna stick this down with double stick tape, and I'm gonna take my Scotch tape and then stick that down again. And there it is. There's that liquid filled shaker piece that's ready to be adhered to a card after I add the outline. So I'm now moving it all into the middle, and I'm going to get that outline piece and glue it on there. And the outline piece is just out of regular blue cardstock, and I don't know why I showed you the margarita piece again. I probably just said I did the same thing with this, but I'm gonna glue that on. And then I'm going to show this other video because, like I said, I slept on it, and then you can see edges of the plastic on the side. And I thought to myself, there has to be a way. What is this way? And when I woke up, this is what I realized. I have a fuse tool, and I'm sure some of you do too. So the fuse tool is basically like a soldering gun, but then you can change out the tops. You can change out the tips, and so this tip that I'm using is the tip that will just kind of, it melts the plastic. And when it melts the plastic, it melts it right close up to the die cut itself. So I am so happy. I wasn't able to get a video of me doing the margarita glass, but it turned out so nice, and you will see here shortly in my sample. But then I did test it out after I melted the plastic. I also pushed on the pouch to see if any liquid would seep out, and it didn't. So here is my finished sample. You can see, well, you can hardly see any plastic on the edges, but this is what it turned out and how I finished it. Well, thanks for staying, you guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. Have a blessed day in Jesus. Bye now.